about that.
What is exciting?
That's
I am
great.
excited about August 14th. It's Saturday night at the ORU Mabee Center.
Right.
I've never been able to do a concert show where I've actually seen Elvis perform, and I was there in '74 when he was there. I saw it, and it's incredible. So I'm really excited about it. Plus, coming home, we've never been in Tulsa before, so I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of people that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Don't mind. Not at all.
You usually stand or sit?
I stand.
Stand and sit.
Sit.
Okay.
Depends on how bad my heels feel this morning.
Thanks. We're not supposed to. All right. Thanks. Good stuff, Maynard.
What is this?
Sax. Chrome sax.
He said SAX tape.
Oh, okay. SAX.
Okay, yeah.
So you ate pizza?
Well, we bought you a personal one,
Uh-huh.
but we ate it. So
I would think. Yeah,
Thank
90
you.
minutes.
we went on down to the.
Really? Okay, 90 minutes for how much?
I'm at the Mabee Center. Let's see, 495-6461, and you just tell them you need to bring Elvis to the dressing room. I guess it'd be easy enough. So yeah, if you could. So in other words, you're gonna do a live remote. In case he's listening, is that what you?
I think plastic surgery would have been easier. Fix it, lady. I brought it from the kitchen sink.
But you've been around.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, I found it very interesting when I heard how you got started. Why don't you give us a real brief idea of how this Elvis thing got rolling for you?
Well, my brother Dane has a music store, Music City, in Washington Park Mall in Bartlesville, and I was just helping him sell a karaoke machine, and sing-along seems to be a popular thing right now.
Yeah.
And all I was doing was demonstrating the machine with an Elvis tape. You know, anything to make a sale, right? They convinced me to go to this talent contest in Skytook, and scared to death. Never
Yeah.
been so scared in all my life. And
Skytook turned out to be quite the thing. So Darwin, as you heard, was talked into going down and entering a talent show after these ladies was at the music store, and they heard him sing Elvis on karaoke machine. So Darwin had never performed on stage before, believe it or not. I mean, he was so talented, but he never was up on stage. But he said, I think I'll go do this. So we went and rented a cheap Halloween Elvis costume. We made some fake sideburns. He already had the dark hair, and that worked out all right. And down the sky took we went. Now, you're going to see some clips coming up of some examples of some of the acts that went on before Darwin. We got down there, it was kind of more of a black tie event, maybe you want to call it. The MC was in a tuxedo, and we didn't know what we was getting into, or Darwin. And so you're going to see the acts that were not quite the country jamboree type of acts that maybe we were used to over at Nowata. And yeah, so when Darwin came on, it was a little different scenario. Darwin went over very well, but on the merits, he should not have won, because you'll see he wasn't polished by any means. But you will see when the judges call the finalists that's supposed to come back the next day, the very last name they called for the final spot, the man's name started with D, and that's all the crowd need to know, because they just knew it was Darwin, because he went over really well. You'll see when he starts his performance, it wasn't that great, and he was so scared. But as the song progressed, and as the crowd started to yell, and as a lady comes to the stage to get a kiss from Elvis, I think that's what the confidence boost that Darwin needed. Like, hey, this might be all right. And then away it goes. But on the merits, he should not have won. And he didn't. But the crowd reaction you're going to see, they weren't happy. And you'll see that they really wanted more.
Our next contestant is Mr. Darwin Warner. Darwin works at the family business, Music City in Bartlesville. He loves Elvis music, and he is, yeah, as several of you do, I think. He is an Elvis impersonator, and he will be singing C.C. Rider. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Darwin Elvis Warner. turn the film up too. And it's all your fault. Oh, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. I love you, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. I saw it through without exception. I played yes, there were times I sure knew when I fit on more than I chew. But through it all, and there was down, I ate it up and spit it out. Let the record show I faced it all and did it my way. I've had my fill, my share of losing. But now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing. Today, I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way, oh, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. What is a man? If not himself, say it not. Say the word, he's real, and not of the world. Oh, real. Let the record show I took the blow and did it my way. Let the record show I took the blow. Now then, you all will want to be sure and pick up next week's copy of the National Enquirer, Elvis Spotted in Sky Tube. All right. But I think Ed Joe will probably get the inside story on that. So. Okay, everybody take a big deep breath and chill, boys, chill. All right. Contestant number 12, Mr. Ed Heaton. And contestant number 11, Miss Dawn Meaton. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are your finals for Saturday night.
lest we be trampled to death, we will bring Elvis back out for a final bow. So let's have a nice hand for these contestants.
They wanted Darwin to come back and do another song or two, but he only knew those couple of songs. I mean, he wasn't prepared, and he didn't really think there was any way he would get into the finals, and he didn't. But the next morning at the music store, the phone started to ring. First, it was some of the organizers and officials from the talent show saying, we would really like Darwin to come back and do a song or two tonight. This would be on Saturday night, and because they had received a lot of calls thinking that Darwin should be in the finals. But well, Darwin, he had already made some plans. He has a personal commitment there the next night, so I told him he's not coming back. So we hang up. We get another call back. Is there any way possible, please? He's not coming. The phone kept ringing, not only from the contest officials, but other people had, of course, they had said that he worked at the music store in Bartlesville, so they knew how to track him down. The phone just kept ringing, kept ringing, kept ringing. I got a call from one of the florists in Skytook, and it said, there's 2 flower shops here in Skytook, and I want to let you know we have both sold out of roses because of all the ladies that want to give Elvis some roses tonight. So I heard he might not be coming, but I sure hope he does. I said, he's not coming. And then I get a call from, and I believe it was Leanne Taylor or possibly Cindy Bear. They both work for Channel 8. But I think it was Leanne Taylor, because she was involved with the music scene. And she said, we've gotten calls here at the stations about the Elvis craze in Skytook, and she would like to come up and do a little story on it. So we heard he might not be coming back, but I want to let you know that we're coming up there, and we just want to make sure he's going to be there. And I had to tell her, don't.
think that's the way it's supposed to be said, in it. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Darwin, Elvis Werner, and we'll be here with the CP Telethon March 19th, right here on KODE. So we're going to be there with some very special friends. I want everyone to tune in and help us all out.
Because I love you too much, baby. I'm calling the track. Here, walk, yeah, bring it down, man. Because I love you too much. Don't you know? Calling the track. Here, walk out now. Because I love you. Here, baby, come on. Don't you know? You're calling the track. I can't walk down. Because I love you too much, baby. In a land of cotton, old times there are not forgotten. Look away.
This is great. I want to encourage everyone to please do that. I mean, here we go, that camera. I'm sweating all over. I'm sweating all over this guy. I'm sorry, man. Call his phone, man. There it went. All right. Super. Yeah, Michelle.
And Elvis is getting a phone call.
Yeah, I got a pledge here, right? Well, you're talking to the man. No. Hey, I appreciate that. I think you've been tuning in, I take it, right? Great. Good programs, huh?
Okay. It does not matter.
Yeah.
71. I mean, that's basically the whole story here right now, is we need those calls.
Oh, the riding around with Darwin in the limo when he was in the area was so much fun because Darwin had such the personality, and everywhere we went. a couple real quick memories that I love telling. I can't remember where we were, but we pulled up. We was in the limo, and of course I had Elvis tags, you know, on the front and stuff on the side. People, but Darwin would keep his window rolled down, especially if he's at a stoplight, you know, about this far, so they can kind of see a little bit of the Elvis guy in there. And one time we were at a stoplight, and these young guys, these teenagers, oh, they were honking and hooting and everything. Roll the window down, so Darwin went ahead and rolled the window on down, and I guess these teenagers had already thought it up, or maybe it was on the spot, but he happened to say, and if this is an old commercial, some of you might not know this, but one of the teenagers says, "Pardon me, sir, would you happen to have any Grey Poupon?" Darwin reaches into the side pocket of the door and pulls out a jar of Grey Poupon. And he says, "I just happen to have some." Those teenagers died. They thought that was so funny. And so we pulled off, and I said, "Darwin, why would you just happen to have a jar of Grey Poupon?" He said, "Ever since I started riding the limo, I knew sooner or later somebody's going to have to ask me that. And I've been carrying this thing for 4 years. And finally, somebody asked me." One of the dates with Elvis, riding around the limo, this was my favorite story. And I believe Ron Lawson, which played bass with Darwin when he was in this area. You know, they had a different band when he was in Vegas and California and different places. But Ron Lawson was a staple of the band in this area. And I think he was driving the limo, which made it even funner. But Channel 8, this was when they were playing the Mabee Center. And Channel 8 was one of the sponsors. So one of the things they did is they gave away a date with Elvis. So the winners, we would go by and pick them up in the limo, and we would take them to a restaurant. Now, Darwin did this in a lot of cities. But one of the other sponsors of this concert at the Mabee Center was the Metro Diner. You know, it wasn't a fancy restaurant, but it was a 50s Elvis-style diner. So that's where we were going to take the dates with Elvis. So we pulled up to the house to pick up the winners, and out comes these two little teenage girls. I mean, 16, 17 years old, to get in the limo. And I stop, I get out, and I said, "Girls, wait a minute, you have to be 21, first of all, to enter this contest." And they said, "Oh, we know, but it's no big deal. Our parents didn't care." I said, "Well, we can't let you get in the limo. I'm sorry." The problem is Channel 8, Cindy Bear, at this time, was doing a live remote from the Metro Diner. And so they had it all timed out. We had to pull up to the Metro Diner right at whatever it was, 6:11, because that's when they were going to be there live and watch Elvis and the winners of the Channel 8 contest get out to go to dinner, and they're going to interview the winners. So this was all timed. We had like 9 minutes to get to the diner, and we didn't have a date, or Darwin didn't have any dates. And so we're like, that's going to be pretty embarrassing to pull up there and Elvis going to get a date. So I just tell the driver, and once again, I think it was Ron, I said, just start driving toward the Metro, let me think of something. So we're only 2 blocks away from the Metro, and we've got like 7 minutes to pull in. And there's a quick trip 2 blocks away from the Metro Diner. And I said, "Pull in here." So I said, "Everybody stay in the limo." I get out of the limo, and I start just hollering at people, "Hey, come here." Said, "Anybody want a free dinner? Want some free tickets to a concert? All you gotta do is get in this limo with us and drive down to the Metro Diner." And obviously I was being looked at really strange. They're like, "Yeah, like we're gonna get in some limo." I said, "No, seriously, we need a date. It's a free dinner, if nothing else. If you don't want to go to the concert, let's have a free dinner." No takers. 2 minutes to go. I go, "We're just gonna have to bite the bullet and go on." But then this man and lady come up there, man and his wife, and they come up and said, "Is this that Elvis concert that's going to be at the Mabee Center?" Well, I said, "Yeah." He goes, "We were just fixing to go get tickets tomorrow." And I said, "You don't have to buy tickets." And I explained to them the situation. And I said, "It's just one of those things. There's nothing weird, but how would you like a free dinner and some tickets and anything else we can throw in?" They said, okay. So they jump in the limo, we drive 2 blocks, get out with the TV cameras rolling. There's the date with Elvis, and there's the winners. No one ever knew.
Because you can't see it.
Personal wardrobe consultant.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't like the way that's setting up. See how long your sleeve just got. But that'll be okay because I haven't got the lining sewed down because I didn't want facing here. I wanted. That's just right now. I'm not through with it. See, I got the stars on your shoulders now, but see, we need more stars up and through here and down through here. Did you notice that? Down with your leg, will you?
Hey. By far the best fitting suit that you've. It fits good. This fits good.
They always fit me.
4 years, Hawaii. Oh.
I can't walk now because I love you too much, babe. Why can't you see?
Raspberry jam.
Well, I'll be. Well, Johnny, thank you very much. You know how it's going to taste on peanut butter, don't you?
He's going to call AAA and pay for the whole thing and everything. And I walked over there and looked at it, and he had done all the work. And I just pushed the jack handle. And it worked. Click, click, click. Hey, put the spare on and everything. And that was great. And this guy had really done a nice thing. And what does this gal do? That was last week. And that guy just said, yeah.
Rolling. Darwin, name and last name, please.
Darwin Warner.
And what do you do for a living?
Well, honey.
Well, I'll be dang. He's the village person right here. How are you? Hey, glad you made it. Glad you made it. Lifesavers. Great. Oh, I mean, hey, it's good to see you. Man, you guys are great. M&M's and Lifesavers and raspberry jam. I got a jar fixed, but I can't even start to tell you about that.
Soon you. Thank you. Betty, thanks for all your help, Betty. Thank you. Take all of this. Thank you. Thank you very much, man. Hey, now, wait a minute. I'm gonna quit sweating here, man. M-A-E. Great. Okay, I need you to turn around here because this is a great big thing here. Who is that guy? Oh, okay. Hey, thank you. Hey, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming. Great, all right. Yeah, thank you very much. This guy.
He does this all the time.
There we go. Okay.